So I posted a couple of, one video about soccer routines and how that keeps my joints, agility, mobility, flexibility, reflexes, right? This is a sport that I've played since childhood. I found it it's just a little tricky to train during the winter time because your body and your joints aren't as lubed up. They're cold essentially. So if you have nagging injuries, especially during the cold weather, you're going to feel a little bit, especially at this age. I'm 49 years old, but I feel like a little kid. So what I'm sharing with you here are again, once again, my recent soccer routines that I incorporate and that serves as a high intensity interval training workout routine. So I continue to be just self. I amaze my own self. Like at this age, I'm able to perform at a high level, and when I see myself playback, it's like holy cow! Not only am I out there in the cold, not only am I doing it, but I think I'm doing it pretty decent, right? So I'm ignoring the weather elements like it's cold and I'm lazy and quote unquote I don't feel like it, because life doesn't care if you feel like it or no. Life happens to you, right? In that sense, is like, would you rather life dictate what happens next, or you can dictate how you want to define life? Life can happen to you, or you can happen to life, right? So you kind of create your own destiny in this sense. So I bought myself a soccer rebounding rebounder net. You can see. So and I play controlled within the confinements of my parking lot, and keeping in mind the neighbors, the cars around me. So I try to pick and choose when and what time of the day, and it inspires my neighbors. I have people that have come up to me and asked me, "Hey, are you a pro soccer player? What's your deal?" So here's the good news is that I've just recently joined. I think I may have shared this in the other video, but I recently joined a very minor, and I mean very, very small, like a community soccer club here in Las Vegas. Yet to play my first game, but they've seen my work. In fact, they follow my Instagram, and that's how they found me, and I hence reached out to them and say, "Hey, I think I can play." So I should be. I'm just waiting for the weather to just ease up a little bit, and we're about a few weeks away before it just hits the high 60s and 70s, which is perfect. So I'm looking to get in my first game and just kind of test myself, right? So that's the beauty of always being well conditioned. I'm not saying I'm well conditioned yet, but reasonably conditioned, right? So to go out and test myself, that's what life's about, right? You test yourself, you test how you show up with other people, competition, and it's good for mental health, especially for men, right? You want to be somewhat competitive. You want to be pushed a little bit, right? I like that environment because that's how I grew up personally. And the byproduct of these drills is that it forces me to stretch. I have a martial arts background, but outside of that, there's a different. I think martial arts stretching and soccer stretching have similarities, but the intensity is just a little different. You can't go wrong. I mean, you can't go wrong either way. I think martial arts stretching is a little bit more advanced, and that's why that's where my advantage comes in. So when I go and stretch for soccer routines, I'm already sort of aware, and my body is already programmed and default set. It's got a set of, it's got its own memory settings, right? It knows when to tap into uh, and when to use those muscle fibers and tendons, and how my joint moves and operates. And so you want to shock your body. You want to shock it frequently through different activities and exercises. Here you see me walking 10,000 steps every single day. Even on the days I don't record, I get my 10,000 in by working out indoors, doing jumping jacks, jump ropes, and walking from back and forth in my complex. I mean, within my community, walking my dog, right? That also counts. It all adds up. Although I will say nothing beats this longer walks in sun and in nature. Nothing can beat this. So this is one of my favorite places to tape my videos. and majority of my videos are based in this setting here. And there's another park I go to, but it's about, let's see, 4:20. Beautiful, the sun's about to set, so I'm capturing a good chunk of the daylight, getting my vitamin D, which does miracles for your body as well. Um, as you can see, so my love for soccer never fades. I do plan on going to Miami at some point, depending on how my YouTube channels do, money-wise, monetary-wise. The race to monetize my soccer channel, and then also my this other faceless channel. I've opened up a AMG C63S channel, faceless. Well, not quite faceless because I end up showing my face anyway. And then also a arts and entertainment back in the 1920s to 50s, the golden era of Hollywood, and those historical channels. So I have 3 faceless channels in that sense working for me. I'm very excited where that can end, but I wanted to bring in soccer into this channel is because it's part of personal growth. It's a set of technical skills. It's one thing to lift and be a quote unquote meathead and lift, and that's all but what good is all that muscle, right, if you're not using it? What good is all that muscle if you're not conditioned and you're not testing your lung capacity, your endurance, and really your joint health and flexibility and mobility? Because I think later in life, at least where I am at, a lot of people reach this age and they can't even bend over to pick their keys. A lot of people can't even bend inversely and do a bridge, so I focus on all of that. So when I get home, I'm going to further continue to break my body down in a way that I will stretch out my tendons, my back. I try to stretch the back especially 2 or 3 times a week. Sometimes it's 1 time a week. And on the days I don't, I really feel it at this age. Things start tightening up, right? And to stay loose and to have that fluidity and grace in your movements and poetically tell a story. Because a lot of people say, hey, I love the way you move. And I have a dance background too. So earlier, all these art forms in my life have really come back to shape, jog my memory, remind me that if you don't use it, you lose it. If I haven't shared, you've probably seen it already early on in some of my videos. I have a capoeira background, which is a Brazilian martial arts that's highly athletic, commands high level of athleticism. So I've trained that as well, and that has heavily influenced my life in every aspect in regard when it comes to flexibility, mobility, durability, agility, athleticism, right? All of that. And then of course watching a ton of Van Damme movies. And who didn't want to be Van Damme back in the day, right? So that guy was like a living legend, man. Martial arts. And yeah, I mean the acting was like, he got better, I think, as when he got older. Yeah, I think he got better. I mean, you try doing what he's doing, even at this age, right? So overall, he's just a well-rounded actor, in my opinion. But that's just me. But anyway, folks, that sums up my soccer routine and drills. The new set, the recent ones I've done. I'll continue to add them on here in other videos as we move along the channel. But what are you doing for your flexibility routines and stretching? Where are you in your fitness journey, your self-improvement journey? And are you having issues with joints, flexibility, all of that, right? Movement. Let me know if you want to reach out to me, or just share your experiences. Heck, record yourself and share those experiences. Okay, folks, I am going to cut this one and jump to the next video. Until the next one, I'm out.